today's video, I'm going to be sharing some ways to double your income in 2020. So if you guys would like my recommendations of side hustles and my favorite side hustles, please keep watching. So I decided to bring to you guys this video because I always talk about how I make money besides the traditional ways of like a 9-to-5 in your typical job and or career. So I figured I would share with you guys some of my tips for increasing your income, sometimes even doubling your income, and that is through the use of side hustles. I am a firm believer in having multiple streams of income. Even if I made like $1 million a year, I would still have multiple streams of income. I think it's nice to be able to grab money from different places. It's also great because you can have certain streams of income funneled to like investments and saving, and you can even have certain streams of income just for fun money. So that is how I do things. I think it's important, especially in this day and time, to have your money spread out. So I'm going to share with you guys today my top side hustles for increasing and even doubling your income in 2020. Now, what's great about having some side hustles is that it just expands the range of your income. So it allows you to save more, invest more, to be able to better budget and plan, to travel more, maybe shop more, maybe even to increase your philanthropic duties. These are all great uses of side hustle money. Now, I call it side hustles because these are literally hustles, but anything that brings in income is something that you're going to be looking for. My first tip would be to expand your education by certifications, degrees, anything. Being able to increase your education opens up the door for a lot more money. This could help you in your career, in your 9-to-5, or it could even allow you to open up side practices and do things on the side. So beyond that, I have some things that I think are really great ways to make money. You should also start thinking about things that you are an expert in. So if you are an expert tailor, meaning you know how to cut and sew and mend clothes, whether you are an expert hairstylist, if you do nails really well, if you're an expert babysitter, these are things you should be capitalizing on to make extra money. So we have our general ones like Airbnb and Lyft, and those are great because you can use assets that you already have, your house and your car, to make extra income. There are even apps where you can rent out your car. I will be sure to leave that one down below. I know people who have eliminated their car payment just by being able to rent their car to people on the weekends, or maybe if they travel a fair amount for work, and that's an extra income that pays for your car note. Now you've eliminated your car note or your rent or mortgage. So that's something great as well. Getting into Airbnb or any type of business like that can be very profitable depending on where you live and how you can market your home. So definitely Airbnb, Lyft, those type of things are great. Another way is babysitting or nannying. I actually have a friend who's been a babysitter slash a nanny for probably a decade now, and she still does it. She's well into her career, but she does it on the side. One, because she really likes kids. People trust her with their children, and also because in my mind, it's a great way of earning extra money. And that just gives you more flexibility in life overall. If I know that I'm gonna bring in X amount of dollars from my 9-to-5, and then I have a couple more thousand coming in monthly, that allows me to have more flexibility. You have a better ease of mind, and you know that your money can go a little further just by working a little smarter and or harder. Another great thing you could do is being a couponer or organizer. So people like myself often pay for coupons. So I don't have the time necessarily to sit around and look for coupons. So I have bought coupons offline before. You could do something like that. If it's something that you're already doing, it makes sense just to monetize it and be able to make a side hustle or an actual business out of it. Now, that is something that I would only recommend if you're already clipping coupons. That can be very time extensive, but if you're already doing it, that's a great way to bring in some extra money. Also, being an organizer. People who live very busy lives but also want to maintain a level of organization in their house, they will hire someone to come in and get everything sorted and organized, and so everything is just peaceful and things flow and they don't have to worry about it. If you're great at cleaning, if you're great at organizing, if you're great at home decor, that could be something that you can really think of that people would pay high dollar for. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is something that I get some questions on here and there, and that is becoming an influencer or a YouTuber or both. Now, YouTube is kind of set up to where you are your own small business. You get your checks from Google, but it is like you're self-employed. And the great thing about using YouTube is that there are so many other avenues that you could use, so many other different social media platforms that you can use to market yourself and your business to make money. You have YouTube, you have Instagram, you can have a blog. There are so many ways to make money, and people are paying for you to be an influencer, okay? So that's another great way as well. It's something that you could do on the side in addition to having your regular 9 to 5, depending on how hard you want to work. It's definitely a money-making hobby, and to everybody out there who thinks that YouTubers don't work, we work. We spend a lot of time planning and editing and pitching to brands and getting brand deals. All of that takes time. It's just like any other job. It's kind of like working in social media marketing, but definitely there is a need for influencers. A lot of times companies are more willing to pay influencers and brand ambassadors now than run ads in magazines. So being an influencer, being a YouTuber, a blogger, there's a space for that, and it can be a very lucrative side hustle. Now, along with that, you can also become an affiliate. So I know certain companies I've worked with as an influencer, as a YouTuber, I am now an affiliate, meaning certain links that you click on, or if you go to certain sites, I get a percentage of the sale. Now that's nice as well, because literally you're only working one time to put out the video, the content, what have you, and then you're just getting residual funds from when people actually purchase the items. So take a look at different affiliate programs for a lot of the companies that you guys are loving and using. And if you are marketing yourself as an influencer, definitely make sure to take advantage of affiliate programs. Another thing I want to talk about is investments. This is something that you guys have also asked me to expand upon, and I don't have that much information. We work with a financial advisor, and maybe that's something I could do this year. If you guys would like more information as far as that, I could see about possibly sitting down for a meeting with him. But as far as investments, you have real estate investments, you have the stock market, you have your 401k, you have tons of ways to invest your money, and investments are nice because the money grows. So a lot of times you're just putting in the effort or the money one time, and it's gonna multiply and grow and grow and grow. Now I call that a side hustle because some people, if you have like commercial real estate or just regular like rental properties, that is a side hustle, because that is a way for you to actually bring in extra money and either own the property or still be renting. It's kind of like Airbnb if you were to actually not be owning, but if you are an owner, it's a great way, because once you pay off that property, all that residual money is yours. So investments are super, super important. Like I said, I don't have a ton of information on investments. I do have stocks. I do have investments, but I know pretty much just enough to have my investments. I don't really know a lot beyond that, but I can definitely work on a video if that is something you guys are interested in and you would like to submit questions. But investments can be a great way to give yourself a little extra income. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is capitalizing on your skills. So this could include being a graphic designer. I recently took a course all about graphic design because I wanted to just update my brand. I want to have a website. I want to make my brand more polished and professional, and a big part of that is your graphics. So I took a graphics design class. I've made logos for myself, for other people. I could literally start designing logos for people, building websites, and everything of that nature. So if there's a skill that you want to learn or something you want to take on, take a course, become a semi-expert in it, and start selling those services. So that's what's really great about online businesses, is that I invested $20 in this course. I got about 20 courses, and I can now make money from said course from $20. So my initial investment of $20 can pay me at least tenfold just in the first month because I have gained a new skill. So when we're talking about side hustles, sometimes I want you guys to just think about something that you're really skilled in, something that you're good at, something that you could use to make money. Like I said, it could be cutting grass, it could be babysitting, it could be doing hair and nails, just something that you are skilled in. Build a company, monetize it, what have you, and it's definitely a great way of bringing in extra income. My next way is drop shipping. Now this is something that I've actually been thinking of getting into. Basically, drop shipping is where you own a company, and instead of having physical stock in your house, another warehouse or company has the stock and they fulfill all the orders for you. All you really have to deal with is the brand presence online, marketing, and making sure that orders are being placed and customers are satisfied. But drop shipping is great because it allows you to have a business, sell a product, and not have to invest too much time and energy into all the intricate details. Drop shipping is really great as well because there are actually websites where you can find pre-built websites where literally all you do is pay for it, buy your merchandise, and you're ready to go. That is such a great idea for someone who's busy, someone that can't invest a lot of time into something like haircuts or doing nails or babysitting. A drop shipping company can be so lucrative, so definitely check into that. Okay, so my next category is going to be things that are fitness related. Think about doing meal prepping, personal training, creating meal plans, which is something that I'm actually going to start doing this year. There are a lot of people who are going to pay to have their life made easier. You're either going to spend the time or spend the money. That's how I look at things in life. And there are people who are willing to pay for you to cook for them, pre-portion their meals, and deliver it because it makes their life easier. So if you are already cooking a lot, or if you have extra time to cook and you really enjoy cooking, think about doing meal prep. Maybe you go to the gym 7 days a week. You're certified and you're able to actually train people and get results. Think about becoming a personal trainer. So you really just want to think about things that you're already doing or skills that you already possess and finding a way to make a business out of it or just monetize it. And the last thing I want to talk about is probably the most non-conventional way you're going to think of, but it is getting a second job or a part-time job. I know a lot of people, when they think of a side hustle, they think of something that they can just do easily, that they can do on their own. But having a second or a part-time job can give you the same flexibility as some of these side hustles. Now, the nice thing about that is you really just focus on your job. You don't have to market yourself. You don't have to go and get clients. You show up to your job, you produce results, and you get paid. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that's something you want to do forever. If you have like time constraints or if you have a family, you might want to be able to spend a little more time at home. Even if you are working on your business from home, just being able to physically be at home if it's a job where you can't work from home. But having a part-time or a second job is perfect if you just want to pay down debt, save a little more money, or just want your money to grow for a certain period of time. I follow a lot of financial advisors on YouTube and on social media, and one thing that people don't really want to come to the realization of is that they might need to take out a second job. A lot of times when we're thinking about making our money stretch, we're talking about making a certain amount of money stretch beyond it could ever stretch, and a lot of times the answer to that is to get a second job. So that's just something to think about also. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video of me giving you my tips about side hustles and some of them that are my favorites. I really hope you guys enjoy this video because I get so many questions about it. Oh, some of the ones that I actually forgot to talk about: eBay, Poshmark, being a reseller. I also do that as well, and that can also be another great generator of income. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've given you some great tips on how to make your money grow in 2020, or even how to double your income. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.